Welcome to Rhinos and Aliens.
But I'm so glad for Jimmy Butler. This dude is playing the most unselfish, he's like the most selfless star. I'm not going to say superstar, but I'm going to say the most selfless star in the league. Or close to it.
Over LeBron?
Yes.
Why? Just because he plays defense?
No, because LeBron plays defense too. But I think I would say, I don't know. It's a good question. The only reason I answer,
what's our definition of selfless?
Okay, the reason I said yes so confidently is because LeBron will always be LeBron, as in, he will take the shot.
I disagree.
No, but okay. I think at least this year with Butler
will take the shot. Butler's
not this year, though. That's what I'm saying. So, this year, Butler, he has been passing too much. He'll get to the rim, have an open layup, and then Hero's open in the corner and just, pass it out. And then, Hero makes it, and you're like, thank God he made it. Because the extra pass wasn't needed.
But wouldn't you say that's just a LeBron James play where he knows he can take the shot, but when you have another player who's feasting over a stretch of games, and he's a rookie, keep feeding that? Like what he's doing with
Right,
AD.
but it's not even just I just gave Tyler as an example. Sometimes he passes out to guys that aren't hot or guys that may be hot.
I like what Butler's doing this year, though, because even though he's the alpha on the team, he's playing to where, unlike Kawhi, he can play every game.
Yes. Okay, and then the thing with LeBron is LeBron's a superstar. LeBron is the face of the NBA.
I knew you were going to say that.
LeBron is the face of the NBA.
That's your only distinction. One's a superstar, one's a star.
Yeah. He's our superstar, but in the league, he's not a superstar.
Okay, you ready to do the intro?
Welcome to Rhinos and Aliens.
After dark.
My name is Sebastian, because last time we forgot.
And we forgot on Sports from All Angles.
This is Sports from All Angles, and he is Francis Madrala. Is it Mandrala or Madrala?
Madrala.
I knew that. Just testing him. And my name is Sebastian.
Z.
I don't Zuluaga. Yeah, I never gonna get that right. So
I didn't want to butcher it.
Yeah. Nobody gets it right.
Okay, so first off, I do want to shout out one of our fans because she left
Squished banana. I'm just playing. There's no ed at the end. It's just squished banana. It's just it's present tense or future. I don't know.
She loved quote unquote Sebastian saying it's literally after dark. It's light comment.
It's light.
It killed her. So we just want to say thanks for the comment because literally nobody ever comments unless they're hating, which we're going to get into the next.
Rest in peace. I killed her. I didn't mean to do that. My bad. Condolences. Yo, what was that dude's name anyways? I just want to just address it.
Real quick. Squish Banana. If you like any other videos with Sebastian, comment and also let this bitch ass know that you want him on more often. Thank you very much.
If you tell me, I will literally be here just because you told me to. That's it.
There's the type of douchebag you are.
Just as long as you like it. Is that a boy or a girl anyway?
No,
it's a girl.
It's a girl. Okay. A very attractive girl.
Oh, I have a girlfriend. I'm just kidding.
Okay. She's probably going to laugh from that now.
All right. Listen. To the guy who hated on the Kanye video, thank you for commenting. Okay, look, I don't want to be a dick. We encourage people to give their opinion, so whatever. He gave his opinion. We didn't spew facts though. We never said we were talking about facts, Mister.
Do you want me?
Is it a boy or a girl?
I
didn't know either because it's Sam. So I'm not trying to be rude. I don't know if Sam.
No, but Sam is bi.
Yeah, so Sam's bi. All right.
What's the proper term when a name could be both?
What is your pronoun? 2019. We gotta ask people that. What is your noun? They? All right, listen, Sam. Look, thank you for commenting, okay? In all seriousness, thank you for your opinion.
So you don't want me to say what they said?
You can say what they said, yeah, because not everybody knows. So
Okay, quote unquote, amazingly terrible. That's what he meant.
Okay, the video was about me saying, like, he asked me about the Kanye West album, and I said it's trash, right? It's a small recap. I said the Kanye West album is trash. Jesus King, right? I said the Chick-fil-A song was trash. I said it was hypocritical of Kanye to be all, I'm all religious and holy and shit.
No cussing anymore.
All you did was stop cussing and throw out Jesus' name in a bunch of songs. Like, I don't think it's... Like, it's the easy way to say I'm religious. Like, it's like I go to church, right? I'm a good person. Why? I go to church. All right, whatever.
Which I agree.
Right? And then, what else did I say?
It also comes off very... It didn't sound sincere. It sounded more so he was saying it for commercial reasons.
For commercial success, right?
Yeah.
So then, okay, now the album did very well in the first week for as far as a gospel album, I guess, right? Number 1. And I predicted that the second week he would have a slump because I thought it'd be all hype and people would just listen to the album because it's Kanye West. Link. And then I sent you the link after...
It became official because it takes a week for the results to come in.
It's 73 or 74% drop off in sales. Yeah, that's a big drop off. So I wasn't wrong. I wasn't saying it was facts at the time. I was just saying, hey, that's probably what's going to happen. It just turned out to be facts. And then we also gave credit to Kanye. We said Kanye is a bigger artist than Eminem, but just Eminem is better.
Well, more popular.
Yeah, because Kanye's everywhere. Thanks to Kanye.
Yo, his Yeezus sneaker brand is blowing up, or it blew up, and it's...
Did you know he owns a mountain, apparently?
A mountain?
Yeah, in Wyoming.
Wait, the mountain that was on the cover of Ye?
No, like, that's a fucking mountain. It was more like a hill, I guess. I don't know.
I was about to say, because
there's a picture of him, on a mountain, in a little mountain, like a hill. I don't know, rock face? I don't know. And he's just standing there, and someone's like, yeah, it's a mountain he owns. I'm like, what kind? He owns a mountain?
Yo, but people also don't realize he's worth hundreds of millions of dollars.
But apparently, I read somewhere that that area in Wyoming, like, land is not expensive.
I bet land throughout the Midwest is not. Well, think about Texas. Texas has so many popular cities: Houston, San Antonio, Dallas. Yet for whatever reason, the real estate is cheap as hell. Just the Midwest completely is cheap.
You know what it is, though? Like, I was in Houston.
Besides Chicago.
I was in Houston in August, right? And the city itself, maybe it's because I went in August, and maybe it was just too hot, and now motherfuckers said, nah, we're not coming out in this heat. But
Barren?
It looked deserted.
What? Like,
it's like a major
desert,
city.
bro.
It's a major city, but there was nobody out, like, in the streets. Like, there was businesses, but they looked like... It was
not
like
festive?
It was like a big city, but you know how, like, big cities like New York City are very, like, condensed?
Congested, yeah.
Yeah, this was very, like, spread out. Like, it was a big city, but, like, everything was kind of, like, there was
That's
space.
how Atlanta is, though, bro.
Oh, yeah?
Atlanta
I've never been.
Atlanta is very... It's a city, but it's more built like a suburb.
Okay, yeah, I would say that's what, like, at least I didn't see all of Houston, right? I would say that the parts that I saw, it seemed like it was very, like, spread out.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was also, like, signs at restaurants that'd be like, yeah, this is a gun-free premise in, like, movie theaters. I'm like, damn, y'all motherfuckers really got guns everywhere? Like, y'all really need a sign that says don't bring your gun to the restaurant? Like, in case what? In case the chicken's not good? I'm about to pop off in this bitch.
Bro, he replied
Who
again.
the fuck made this? No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
I thought he only liked it.
No, he replied to your comment.
When was this?
2 days ago.
What? No. Yeah, when he replied to you, when he said, so I don't know him, but you do? Shows how ignorant you two are because you...
Wait. We didn't repeat the first part. You want me to repeat the first part?
Okay. Yeah, so this was his reply to our video about Kanye. You can find the video on YouTube. It's called Kanye West is a Hypocrite. My bad. Like, maybe that was a bad title. I don't know. Just whatever. He is, though. He is. I'm not backtracking on that. Read the comment.
I was about to say Kanye West is definitely a hypocrite.
Yeah.
So why are you ashamed about that?
Right? No, he is.
And by the way, you don't have to know somebody to know that somebody's a hypocrite. Because if you say one thing and do another, or you say one thing and then say the complete opposite.
Yeah. Case in point, gold digger.
And look who he married.
Right. Right, okay?
Even though people point out that she has more money than him, but that's not the point. If you look at her marriages, every marriage, she upscaled.
Yeah. And you know what? If someone gets mad about that comment, they're celebrities. Fuck it. We're gossiping.
Bro,
fuck it.
Kim Kardashian got famous for blowjobs. So
You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. That is that. Facts.
that's literally a fact.
Yeah. Oh, people knew her before. Yeah. People knew me before. If I'm ever famous, Francis knows me. Doesn't mean I was famous. All right? Not on the scale that she became famous on. All right? Sorry.
Okay, so Amazingly Terrible, the brainlessness is on another level and will always be relevant to white people.
So he doesn't count. That's racist. That's fucked up, Sam. You shouldn't say that.
Dumb and Dumber speaking facts.
Speaking facts. Okay. Serious question. Who's dumb and who's dumber? I just want to know. I got questions.
But honestly, bro, was one ever dumber than the other? They always seem equal.
Pretty stupid. All right, so we're both dumber or dumb, whatever.
No, but they both seem pretty retarded, bro.
Yeah. Thanks. All right.
Then he said not.
That's how you said it.
So Kanye having growth in life, not swearing. Committing to Jesus is being a hypocrite, really?
I think so. I don't know. No. Right. Look, okay? Fine. Good point. People can grow. But I think the way he did it is not it like he said, it's not it doesn't feel genuine. Maybe it is. It doesn't feel it. It feels like it's all for show. It feels like for album sales, for the sake of the album. He's already promoting Jesus is King Part 2.
Bro, let's not forget My Dark Twisted Fantasy was inspiration from the devil. Then his very next album, he says, I am literally a god.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. And all of a sudden, like, oh, that's words of Jesus. And how can you prove you're not righteous? How can you prove you're righteous now? Well, I made a gospel album, and also I didn't cuss. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't feel. It's just my opinion. All right, whatever. Fuck it. I'm allowed to think, even being dumb and dumber. I think sometimes.
Would you say that's the equivalent of saying like a man who's known for cheating, and then all of a sudden he says, "Well, now I'm married and I've been faithful for a year."
Yeah, I guess, right? And you go, well, does that mean he can't grow and he'll never cheat again? No, it doesn't mean that, but it just seems like it doesn't feel genuine. I don't know. Sue us. Don't sue us. I don't got money.
So Kanye having growth in life, not swearing, committing to Jesus is being a hypocrite, really. How lost do you have to be that you both talk like you vomit stupidity?
That's a good one. I'm not gonna lie. Kudos. Props. All right.
Kanye can do what he wants without your opinion even being of any recognized. So how did that comment make you feel, bro?
Listen. You're entitled to your opinion, all right? All right? But don't call me dumb and I'm really hurt by that.
Really, bro?
We were not speaking facts, okay? We were just talking shit. We were just giving out opinions. It was an opinion piece, dude. Relax.
Yo, but wouldn't you say he's the embodiment of the internet now?
Like how everybody's hurt by everything?
Yeah. Like you could say, I hate the letter F.
I do hate the letter F. It's fucked up. It's my least favorite letter. It's not. What's your least favorite letter?
That's too hard to put on the spot.
Okay.
We'll come back to that.
Yeah.
Okay, so now his follow-up piece is, so I don't know him, but you do. Shows how ignorant you two are because you're disbarring him within your rights. But TV ain't a true judge on a person, but somehow you could talk anyhow and seem to claim you know the truth. It's an opinion that ain't positive, but we can see it's biasly screwed negative.
Skewed.
Good correction. So continue laughing in your videos, but just know you come across a certain way and it's nothing anyone would wish to be thought of. How you feel about that?
Fine. Okay. Yeah. We have our own opinion. You basically say, yeah, you're entitled to an opinion, but it's biased. Yeah, it is biased. It's an opinion. No, but that's...
Oh my God, bro.
It is though. Okay,
This is why.
Jokes aside, opinions are biased to you because you think them, right? Based on how you see things. And based on how we see things, that's what we thought of Kanye. So yeah, it is biased. Thank you. You're right. So continue laughing in your videos. Is that a shot at the start of the intro? It's not nice.
What a hater, bro.
I worked hard on that.
And I paid good money, bro.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yo, by the way, whenever somebody hates when somebody laughs, like, what's going on in your life that you have to hate on content?
Like, that's the hill you want to die on? That's the hill you want to plant your flag on?
Like, you notice that entire paragraph basically had nothing to do with Kanye. Now it's just personal attacks.
See, look, Kanye's a hypocrite and Sam's a hypocrite because he said TV ain't a good judge of character, but yeah, you think we're dumb. and spit out and vomit stupidity just off of one 5-minute video. At least we have a whole career to base up. Look, listen, okay, fine, whatever. I'm joking. Sam, listen, thank you, okay? Thank you, and we are not haters. We just fucking... That's not nice, bro. Like, I'm hurt.
By the way, I supported Kanye's albums that get the most hate.
Yeah.
Up until this point.
My favorite albums were the first two. And I think as a producer, Kanye is untouchable. Not untouchable, but that's where he's best.
Untouchable.
That's where he's at his best.
All the core stuff that I hated from the new album, fire.
Yeah.
And the beats are fire.
The beats were fire. Okay? Fine, Sam. I'll give you that. All the production, or most of the production on Jesus is King was on point. It was just the content I didn't like.
Well, I liked how you came at him, bro. You're like, you're taking this too serious and literal.
Bro, it's YouTube.
Okay, now we're going to finally start the video.
Oh.
Why we here, bro? We about to talk some facts. But as he drinks his hot chocolate, I just want to shout out to Ohio State.
It's vodka.
The Buckeyes. They clinched the Big Ten East for the third consecutive season. This
Football!
is their 8th straight season with at least 11 wins, tying Alabama's mark for the most in college football history, at least since the AP poll existed, 1936.
I know what that is.
They beat Michigan, their arch rivals, for the 8th straight time, bro. It was a fucking beatdown. It was by 24 points or something like that. 15th time in the last 16 games they beat their arch rivals. Not really a rivalry, would you say?
I don't know. Wait, how much?
15 times out of 16. They're 15-1 in the last 16 games.
15-1?
And yeah.
That's one-sided.
That's not a rivalry.
That's not a rivalry.
No.
No.
That's like San Antonio always being LeBron James if they didn't lose that one finals. How is that really a rivalry?
Bro, he's on your team now. You better start defending this man.
We're going to get to that. And oh yeah, they became the first team in Big Ten history to outright win the Big Ten championship for 3 straight years. Just to put this in perspective, the Big Ten has been around since 1896. 1896.
Holy shit.
They're the first team to win outright 3 straight years in a row. Just to show you.
Outright means what? Like go undefeated?
It means, you know, like divisions in the NBA, how...
Oh, so
there might be a tie.
So like
and
they won their division, their conference, and the whole thing?
Like there's unanimous. There is no discussion. They outright won.
Shit.
So I just wanted to point that out.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I'm a big Ohio State fan, and they're slaying this year, so I just wanted to give them some love. A lot of firsts, so. Oh, and then one more thing. Buffalo Bills, Josh Allen. They might have lost to the Baltimore Ravens, but Josh Allen is actually only the 4th quarterback ever to have 8 rushing touchdowns in back-to-back years. Both in his first 2 seasons. And he's a quarterback, and nobody thinks about his legs.
Football! I don't know what any of that stuff means. I don't follow football.
Yeah.
I know some football, right? Like NFL. I know, I understand
NFL.
enough to watch.
He's the quarterback of Buffalo Bills.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Is he good?
Yeah. Well, he's the best quarterback we've had in at least 2 decades.
So he's good.
Yeah.
Or y'all just had some terrible quarterbacks before.
A little bit of both.
Okay. All right. That's good.
No, but I just wanted to bring that stat up because when people think about him, they think about his passing, and he came from college as a passer, a gunslinger. he could throw it down the field. But he's actually getting a good portion of his yards running, which you would not think if you saw him play. Okay. Now, getting into what we really wanted to talk about.
AIDS. Wrap it up, guys. Wrap it up.
Yo, bro, you know I found out a fucked up stat?
What?
If you have a big enough penis or you have sex long enough, either way to where the woman starts to bleed from tears in the vagina, even when you're wearing a condom, it's only 80% likely to stop AIDS.
Whoa. Is it because it's more likely to your condom rips?
No, it's just the fact that even condoms have tiny micro holes in them.
But so does the big dick part come into that because it like stretches out the condom more?
I said this because it's most people don't realize that unless blood comes into the equation, you're only 1 in 40,000, 1 out of 40,000 likelihood to catch HIV from unprotected sex.
Wow.
Yes.
If the other person is HIV positive, 140,000 unless there's blood?
Unless there's blood. Well, they say 1 in 40,000 period. But they say when you go to anal sex, it goes from 1 in 40,000 to 1 in 1,000. So I just put the two together and says, what's more likely to happen? You make tears in anal sex.
Yeah.
Which causes blood. Because they say secretions, but it's really blood.
Guys, double condom. Don't listen to me. Never double condom.
Yeah, that's friction, baby.
That's worse. But wrap it up. Yo, you know people? Like, this is serious.
But seriously, bro, let that shit sink in. Even if you do everything correctly, you could still get a disease that is incurable.
Ladies, stop fucking with big dick men. Okay? Stop it.
No,
you're going to fuck around and get HIV. Okay,
no,
so because that means you had HIV. No, but then they got HIV from fucking another woman. Stop fucking with big dick men.
Okay, so what were you going to say?
The amount of people who think that because they wrap it up means they're safe, as in like, oh, because I'll ask like people, like they'll be like, I hooked up with this girl or whatever, and it was some random hookup, and I'm like, dope. They'll show me a picture. Damn, she's hot. And then they'll be like, yo, did you wrap it up though? And he goes, nah, she's on the pill.
Wait.
It just one has nothing to do with the other.
So they only care about pregnancy then?
Right. Because I'm like, like
if
the pill doesn't stop an STD.
And if she's being honest about the pill.
STI. Sorry. Yeah. Right. Like that aside, I'd rather have a pregnancy than an STI depending on which one it is. But still.
No, bro. I always said this. If STDs did not exist, a lot more people would be getting pregnant.
Oh, yeah, because no one will use a condom. And then, yeah, the girl's fine. You're like, oh, you wrap it up? Would you? Yeah. I don't know. Fine, I'm a hypocrite. Maybe I wouldn't. But I still should in this hypothetical scenario.
At least you admitted that, bro. You should do it.
You should. Okay, no, listen. If I'm being honest with myself, if she's fine as fuck and she lets me hit on the first date, I'm wrapping it up.
I got a foolproof one. What if Selena Gomez lets you hit on the first date?
Oh, that's Selena Gomez though.
What if
still wrapping it up?
You are full of shit.
No, bro. Okay, fine. Maybe Selena Gomez, but everyone else, bro, because you don't know who they're fucking.
But what if a woman looked exactly like Selena Gomez? Like, let's say there was a copy of Selena Gomez who wasn't famous.
No, bro. Look, listen. In all seriousness, it's weird because like, if she let you hit on the first date, and I'm not sexist because I also let her hit on the first date, right? I'm a hoe too. If we fuck on the first date and none of us raped each other, it was mutual. We're mutual hoes. Okay? We're fucking hoes, okay?
Emphasize not raping anyone.
Yeah, as in because then
I know, bro.
Yeah, so if we're both mutually not raping each other, on the first date, either our standards are lower or we're both just mature enough to say, hey, we're going to fuck on the first date and it doesn't mean anything. But with that being said, if that's something we do, even if we only did it that one time, we don't know each other enough to say, hey, I'm the only person he's fucked on the first date, or she's the only person that I've...
So you would never fuck a woman on a first date?
No, I'm not saying that at all. I definitely would. What I'm saying is I would never...
I meant go raw.
There's no chance that the person on the first date that I'm fucking, if I don't know them, like if I met them... like
beforehand?
Like if I known them for years, maybe. But if we've known each other just off of this encounter or right before this encounter...
What if it's magical?
What do you mean?
You know what I mean.
Like the pussy's magical?
No, I mean, what if you guys just connected and you just happen to have sex? Like, what if you didn't have a condom? Or do you always carry a condom?
Not anymore.
Bro, I just feel like there's so many scenarios to this situation. You weren't expecting to have sex whatsoever because she didn't seem like that type, so you didn't even have a condom. But even if you had a condom, it happened so suddenly that you're in the moment and you just happen to forget. Or what about this? What if she gave you head? And I know I'm not the only guy like this. A woman's head is so fucking bomb. You're just like, I'm just going straight in.
Yeah. Okay, you know what? Look, I'm not saying that I would never ever do it. I'm saying if the situation is right and I'm in my like the right headspace, I wouldn't. Like I don't want to do that.
Okay.
I'm not saying that I won't give in to temptation. I hope not.
I know one way to completely fuck up this argument. Would you let her give you head?
Right. Okay. Right. If I say yes, I'm a hypocrite. Because
No,
they can still give you.
No. Would she give you head with or without a condom?
Without. Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. But I know I'm a hypocrite. Fuck. Sam's right. Listen. All I'm saying is wrap it up because it doesn't stop pregnancy. I mean STDs, like the pill or whatever birth control they're on.
Yeah. But I would say even if you're wearing a condom, what if they have herpes? Outside of...
Yeah, and they give you head without a condom because what kind of guy's going to get head with a condom on? Right. That's what I'm saying. No, I get it. But just like, you can be safer.
How did we get on this tangent?
Because you said not what the video is really about, and I said AIDS. No, HIV, I said HIV.
I think you said AIDS.
Oh.
I said HIV.
Oh, okay. Well, then we covered both of them.
Okay, so where do you want... I feel like this should be anything but a After Dark episode.
Yeah, do you want to describe that? we are like 35 minutes in, and we have not even discussed whatever this video is going to be about.
Yeah, like, and the only thing sports, I quickly ran through Ohio State's dominance this year and for the past couple years in Josh Allen.
Fuck it, then this is just a whatever video, okay? We're talking about everything and some sports, okay? Some sports. She's the best, though. She bought me, like... I didn't even ask her, right? We were on scrolling through this Heat website.
Did you legit not ask her?
No. Okay, so I was in church. She made me go to church because of someone made her go to church.
Which, by the way, that's so funny that you have to go to church now.
No, I go like once a month, if that, right?
That's still brutal.
Yeah. Yes. Because, like, okay, I'm atheist, all right? But, and she is not, but, like, if it were up to her, like, she just would not go to church, right? But she has to, so I have to, I guess. Sometimes, not every time. Like again, like once a month, maybe once every 2 months.
Okay,
right? No more than once a month.
Yeah.
And it was boring as fuck because it's church. You know how church goes. They're repeating the same songs. It's the same book every year. When's the sequel?
Yo, bro, if Sam is religious, which I think that person is, and he would watch this, he would be so tight.
Whatever, Sam. So it was boring.
Yo, by the way,
fuck.
can we just point out this person has? I know we're talking about it, but it's because I find it funny. He has no life that he clicks on a video with less than 100 views.
Loser. Not us, because we made a video with under 100 views, but you for commenting on it. Loser.
No, but seriously,
Yeah,
bro.
we're cool. We made the video. You commented on it.
Do you ever watch videos with less than 100 views unless somebody sends it to you?
No. Or unless like I was looking for something and then
It's
the
the
title was
only
so
video?
specific. Yeah, and it was like 3 videos and it was like major news bullshit, opinion. Ooh, opinion. And I'm like, facts. He's speaking facts. I'm just playing. No, but listen.
He's
so the
speaking
point is,
unbiased facts.
Biased facts. No, bias.
No, because opinion can't be fact.
Yeah, no, but he was saying there's bias. Okay, so I'm in church, and you know they start singing or talking, and Jesus is king or whatever is bullshit. So it was boring. It was boring. Okay, I'm not saying it's bullshit. It's boring. I've heard it my whole life. The same book. Okay, so like I know. Spoiler alert. I know what happens at the end. I'm not gonna ruin it. He dies. Sorry. So I'm scrolling through the Heat store. I'm scrolling, but he comes back. But then he leaves again. Sorry. They should have left after the sequel.
But wouldn't that count as the sequel?
No, it's all in the same book.
It is?
Yeah.
That's all in the New Testament?
Oh, I don't know about that. I just know the book.
The
Bible.
The Old Testament.
It's all the Bible. What, they re-released the Bible?
Bro, they re-release the Bible like every 2 years.
It's like bonus features or something?
No, seriously, like there's new editions every 2 to 5 years.
What do they add?
I don't fucking know.
They found a new, like...
No, like if you look it up,
They found new scriptures.
to be specific, it's at least one new edition every 10 years. Legit.
But, okay, now, do you think this is just, like, updating, like, the wording? Or, like, are they actually adding new shit?
I doubt they're adding new shit, but
Right? Like-
but when you change it up, you're
Like, they have a new story? Oh, we found Sam's book. He knew Jesus.
because they're updating it for the time. So just because of that, they're changing what came before.
So, like, they're not going to tell you gay marriage is... being gay will send you to hell now.
I can't speak on that.
I think the new pope was very, like, pro-gay marriage.
But see,
Which was, I think, was a cool stance, not to cut you off. Because then the church has always been so anti-gay. And I'm like, bro, it's 2019.
But that's my point, bro. If this pope was in 1919, would he have done that?
Oh, absolutely not. That's what I'm saying. So, like, now you're either changing it up or, even more respectable, you're acknowledging that just because it's a holy book, that it can't be, that it was outdated. The views were outdated.
Yeah.
And I respect that more. Like, if you can grow as a religion enough to say, hey, we still believe in whatever we believe in, but some of the views are a little outdated and don't match what society's at right now, I'm fucking cool with that.
It's respectable.
Yeah. Like, you can't sit there and say, love your neighbor, forgive everybody, and blah, blah, blah. And then a gay guy comes into the room and he goes, ha! Hell! Fag! Look at this queer. You think you getting into heaven? Nope.
But that's a whole different top road to diverge on in terms of how hypocritical all religions are.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not singling out Christianity, just all of them. All of them.
Would you say Buddhism is hypocritical, though?
I don't know enough of it. I don't want to speak on it.
I think Buddhism, of all the religions, major ones at least, is the most pure and most sincere.
That's what I would lean towards, but because I don't know, I don't want to not speak facts. I only speak facts.
Okay, so since we're speaking of facts, where do you want to start off with all this information, bro?
I think we just sprinkle it into conversation.
Okay.
The Spurs lost 8 games in a row. Natural transition. But then they won a couple more after that. So they're kind of improving better. Improving better. English. Okay. Remember how we were talking about, like, the Spurs were probably not going to make the playoffs the way they were playing?
I still don't think they are.
They might. They're a game and a half out of a playoff spot.
But that's only because the Suns are playing so poorly.
But even if the Spurs... well, who else is in there? It's the Suns and...
I thought the Suns were still the 8th seed.
Oh, it's the Suns and OKC. I think OKC...
Where's Timberwolves?
Timberwolves... Oh, they fell out of a playoff spot. They're 9th. They're 10 and 11. They're 10 and 12. Sacramento's 9 and 13, and the Spurs are 9 and 14. And the difference between the 8th seed and the 11th seed, where the Spurs are, is a game and a half. So I can, you know what? I'll backtrack on that. I think they might be able to make the playoffs. Not they will, but they have the ability to sneak in if they continue playing better. Because I want to say that their bad stretch is not what defines them. I think their good stretch defines them more than their bad stretch.
If they have a good stretch.
Well, I think they're a good team. Like, they're good enough to be a playoff team. I just think they had a really, really bad stretch.
But take away Popovich. I know that's a big factor. Give me... Which teams are they more talented that's ahead of them?
Sacramento.
Sacramento's ahead of them?
By, like, a half game.
Okay, but are they more talented than the Timberwolves? No.
No.
Are they more talented than the Suns?
Outside of their top two, I don't know. No, outside of the Suns are incredibly talented, as we talked of last
They're just going through an injury patch,
Yeah.
which is why they're going through this rough patch of losses.
And obviously, like, they weren't as good as their first, like, 10 games, right? Like, that they were just playing at, like, an elite level. They might get there one day, but it just you don't go from lottery team to elite in a year. At least not without adding LeBron and AD to your team, or Paul George. And
That's not true. Look at Philly, bro. I know.
Yeah, but you added like number one picks, and they didn't go last lottery to first. They went like lottery to like.
Well, the Suns
6.
aren't either. They're going from lottery to playoffs.
Yeah, but they're a Western team. No, but that's what I'm saying. Yeah. I'm not saying they can't go from lottery to playoffs. They just weren't going to go from lottery to elite. Like, they were playing at elite.
But they don't need to play at elite to outwin the Spurs, outpace the Spurs.
Oh, no. This is like not connected.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just a separate argument that, like, the Phoenix, as good as they are, we're not going to be all year what they were the first 10 games.
Let me ask you this question.
They were like number 3 in net rating. That's insane.
Can the Spurs, a team that lost 12 of 14 games, get into the playoffs in the Western Conference?
Any other year? No. This year?
I disagree.
Okay,
dude.
so for the people that, like, because this was before the video started, the West is less competitive than the East this year so far.
So far.
There are two teams. There are two teams in the West in a playoff spot that are under 500. None in the East. And 1 through 5 in the East is more competitive than 1 through 5 in the West.
I can't disagree.
Facts. That's all we speak here. Just shots everywhere.
Okay, so since we're on the West, bro, can we talk about James Harden?
Fuck James Harden. Yeah, we can talk about him. Whatever. Hate him anyway.
Okay, so as a positive twist, he's been going off for all these 40 and 50-point games.
Yeah.
He now has 11 of the 12 highest scoring games in his team's history. And he's tied with MJ for the 4th most 60-point games in NBA history.
The guy can just score, okay? He's a fucking freak. He's mastered the art of the step back, and it's unguardable. Once he takes that step back, that triple walk step back, I'm just kidding. Once he take that step back and releases, like, you can't guard it really without fouling. Because if you don't close out, he creates enough separation between him and the defender with the step back.
Yeah, you have to decide, do you want to give him an open shot?
Yeah, is it an open shot or am I going to contest it? And the moment you contest it, because you have to jump forward because he moved backwards, right? Like, if he was just jumping where he's at, like a catch and shoot or just a pull up, whatever, you can defend that. Like, as most three-pointers can be defended in the NBA. Yeah. But that step back, that creates enough separation that the defender has to.
Well, they don't have to, but in order to play different.
Yeah, unless you're a 7 foot who can just stretch your arm out.
No,
but if you had a 7-footer guarding James Harden, I'm sure he could just try to
go around him, and then he'll go to the bucket and then draw a foul that way.
Yeah. It's unguardable. So I get it. Look, the stupid argument, oh, well, then stop fouling him. Well, you can't.
And then he plays to the ref so perfectly.
Yeah. You can't because you can't. It's either you contest it or you let him take an open shot, and you're not going to let him take an open shot, so you contest it, and they call the foul every time because maybe he is getting fouled. The one that I have a problem with is when he's not doing the whole step back. Excuse me. When he's not doing the whole step back jumper thing.
Yeah.
When he's actually like running towards you, and then he hooks you or flops, or
And then they call the foul on the opponent,
the defender. Yeah,
when that is technically a foul on him.
that's the one that pisses me off. The step back I can live with, okay?
But even then, bro, that's still bullshit because he steps back and then
kicks his leg out.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, fine, whatever. But let's say the few times he doesn't do that, fine. It's a really difficult shot to guard. But it's the ones where he draws like he goes towards the defender and then he gets called. He gets the benefit of the call every time.
Well, do you think referees pay attention to how good a free throw shooter people are when they call that? Because, bro, he is shooting, I believe it's 91 for the season.
That's the other thing. So, like...
And he went... Did you watch that one game where he scored over 50? Where he shot 11 of 30-something, but he went 24 for 24 from the line?
But
he scored half his points from the fucking line.
Which is why I don't like... I'm not impressed. I'm not as impressed by his 50-point games when literally over 20 of them are coming from the free throw line, and to add insult to injury about him taking shots from the free throw is he's gonna hit pretty much all of them.
Well, so especially the games he has where he does.
So the moment he goes to the line, they basically guaranteed 2 points, 3 points.
Yeah, yo, you know he set an NBA record for the most free throws made in a game without a miss.
That's insane.
24.
That's good. Like, good for him.
No, but seriously, let that sink in. He hit 24 straight shots in one game session.
You know what pissed me off? The one game where I think he had like it was like 50 points or something. Or
the
like,
least efficient 50-point game in NBA history. That game?
Yo, the one where he took like 41 shots or something?
And half of them were from beyond the arc.
First of all, can you imagine having the green light to shoot 41 shots in a game?
But and he only made, what was it, in the teens? It was...
Yeah.
It was...
Yeah, like 16?
No, it was less than that, bro.
Fuck.
He made less than... It was... He shot in the 20%.
But there was a game recently where he took over 23 pointers. More than 23 pointers.
This is the least efficient 50-point game.
And still shot 20 or more free throws.
He had the 20-20-20 game.
How are you taking 20 3-pointers and getting fouled enough times to get 20-plus free throws?
Bro, my thing is, how do you only make... I believe it was 11 or 13 field goals and you score 50 points.
Bro, there are people whose entire game is getting to the line and getting fouled. Like, how does LeBron and AD not take 20-plus free throws in a game? And the times that they do, I can bet you my entire fucking life savings, there's not much, that they did not attempt 23-pointers.
Well, obviously not.
That's what I'm saying. So something is wrong there. When you're shooting 23 3-pointers and you're still getting fouled enough to take 20-plus free throws?
Okay, so my question is, what's the difference?
It's unwatchable.
What's the difference between his 20 free throw attempts and a Steph Curry game where he has 20? Like the 18, 20 3-point games.
Wait. Ask the question again?
What's the difference between James Harden games with 20-plus 3-pointers attempted and Steph Curry?
That Curry's not getting to the line 20 fucking times.
So it's too ball dominant?
I want to say it's him, but it's also the rep. Like, why are they officiating it that way? How is he getting that many calls?
But
it's too many calls.
But he's literally the only player who has built his game around the rule books.
That's why, and I can.
Bro, think about this.
He is the most unwatchable superstar.
But think about this, bro. So technically, his step back is not a travel because of how the rules are set up. But if you watch, most of his step backs are 3 steps. But the reason why it's not travel,
they don't count the gather step.
Yes, which is some bullshit.
Yeah.
Which is a new rule, by the way.
And then
recent rule.
And I just there's so many videos. You slow it down. You see him run at the defenders, hook them, and flail his arms to create the contact.
Okay,
so yeah, he's really good at drawing fouls. But why is that a good thing? Why is that something we praise why are we something we praising in a superstar?
By the way, Sebastian is on the side of he is not a fan of Shaq, which is why he's not a fan of Harden's game.
It's just boring, bro.
Because you hated the Spurs when they almost turned that into a trend. You remember how they would hack terrible
Yeah.
at the end of games?
Because, and the thing that fucked with me about it is that they were a good defensive team. So, like, they didn't have to resort to that, but they would do it. I'm just like, bro, just defend. Just play defense.
Okay, so obviously you're not a fan of people saying he's the best scorer of all time.
No. Because almost half of his points come from the free throw line. He's the best. How do I say? He's the best at putting up high numbered games. Like he's good at putting up high numbers.
Okay,
And the thing is, like, he is a good scorer. He might be the best scorer in terms of the ability to do it.
Over Kareem, over Wilt, over Michael Jordan, over Kobe.
Okay, fine. He's definitely one of the best shooters. He can put up points really fast. Even
But would you even say shooter? He's not efficient, bro. How many games have we seen over the past year and a half where he'll attempt 15 to 23-point shots and he doesn't even make 5?
That's true, because the argument has always been you give Steph Curry, LeBron James, any of these, like, maybe not LeBron. And
LeBron is efficient.
No, but in terms of, like, if we're just talking shooters, not like scorers, right? Because LeBron can score no matter what.
But bro, I would even say if LeBron was taking 23-point attempts, he could make at least 5.
Yeah, okay, that's what my point was going to be. You give anybody really in the NBA, I'm not even going to say superstar, star, all-star, anybody who has enough talent to make it to the NBA, you give them 40 fucking attempts a game.
No, but
they will give you at least 40 points.
No, but that's my argument. Give props, he's averaging 40 points per game, but at the same time, what is he attempting for the season? Is around 30 a night, right? 30 field goals a night? Is something crazy like that? When you're attempting 30 field goals a night, half of them are three-pointers, and on average, you're getting to the line, I believe it's 13 times a game.
Yeah.
How are you not averaging
30-something? That's exactly what I'm saying. Do you know who the second most field goal attempts in the NBA is this year?
Oh, I just heard the stat. Who is it?
Bradley Beal.
Yep.
You know what Bradley Beal's averaging?
It's a lot less.
No. Surprisingly, right? No, just under 30. And it was 30. It was hovering 30.
No, I meant field goal attempts is a lot less, even though he's the second closest.
It's over 20, but it's not 30-something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the second most field goal attempts is 20, or just over 20.
There's over a 5 difference, though.
And he's averaging 30 points a game, or just under, like a point something under, right?
Yeah.
So,
but can you also
the point that, like, you give anybody that many field goal attempts, they will give you 30 plus points. Anybody.
But I would give Bradley Beal the advantage because unlike Harden, who has all these 3-point shooters, so teams have to space out.
Yeah.
Look who Bradley Beal's playing with.
No, and then
his
Bradley
team
Beal
is
can
trash.
get to the Bradley Beal gets in the paint, and just like James Harden, but Bradley Beal's not getting fucking 14 free throws a night. Why? Why does James Harden get the benefit of that call every time? But all these guys whose offense is also getting to the line, like the Westbrooks, the LeBrons,
No, I was gonna say LeBron, bro. If LeBron
Kawhis.
was the size of Harden, he would go to the line twice as much.
the Kawhis. Why is Kawhi not getting as many free throw attempts? You telling me Kawhi's game is not as physical too?
I would say his game is much more physical.
That's what I'm saying. So how is James Harden the only one getting this whistle? The most unwatchable superstar in the league. And it's not even close.
I'm trying to be neutral here, but I agree.
Who would you say is another unwatchable? Like, you just don't enjoy watching their game?
Off the top of my head.
I can give you a controversial one.
Who?
Very controversial, though. Giannis.
I completely disagree.
And I'll tell you why, and it's probably a good thing. He's just so dominant. But it's almost like watching an NBA player playing against high school kids.
But I feel that's the complete opposite of Harden. Harden almost in a sense is getting away. But bro, I like dominance. When Shaq played, Shaq was that.
No, okay. This is what I mean, and I want to clarify just because then this is the reason why I started with
I know it's controversial.
Controversial. It's because he's so good, and I'm not even knocking it. Like with the Harden thing, completely knocking. I fucking hate the guy, right? But Giannis is so good, and all the props to him because he plays physical. He gets to the line. He can get points really easily. It's just so good. It's like if LeBron was playing the Knicks every night, I would not watch every game. Even if LeBron was on my team, it would just be like, he's going to dominate every game. He's so good that it's you know the outcome. You know he's going to put up 40, 50 points
But I think
easily.
I think what he's doing this year is a new form of impressive because last year Kawhi and the Raptors showed the entire NBA how to stop him.
Yeah.
And this year, the first 10 games, he had a quote-unquote rough start for his standard.
Yeah.
In the past 14, 15 games, bro, he's been dominating.
Yo, he's putting up better numbers than his MVP season.
In every single stat, including steals, and I believe...
He's shooting threes now.
Bro, that's what I said last.
Somewhat consistently. Imagine
That's what
if
I
he
said.
really gets to
Bro,
fall consistently.
Can I give you a stat? He is the first player ever to score 25-plus points in less than 30 minutes in 4 straight games. Let that sink in. Wilt,
Sprinkle that in there.
Kareem, and MJ never did that.
Wow. No, the guy's a fucking freak. That's what I'm saying.
But I love watching. I'm fascinated that this dude could take 3 steps from the half-court line and dunk it.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. So, like, to my point, like, it's just so dominant. The other thing to that is that he's the only one on that team that can do something like that. So it's almost like if you watch the Bucks and you're not a Bucks fan, you're only watching because of Giannis. But you know Giannis is just so much, like, he overpowers everyone else by such a wide margin that it's almost like,
Okay, but take away the Greek freak, right?
Yeah.
Did the Bucks get better, stay neutral, or worse from last year?
worse. If you're talking about roster personnel,
Significantly worse.
Significant, yeah. Now, are they playing better to make up for it? Maybe. I don't know.
why?
I don't watch games.
But why?
Giannis.
Bro, let that shit sink in. They lost a shooter, and they lost their best all-around player. And Middleton has been injured this year. Yet they have a better record this season, their first 23 games, than last.
Now,
Explain that.
Do you think it could be because of Giannis's jump is so high, or such a big jump in his improvement that it's taking so much pressure off
Yes,
the rest of the team?
100%. Bro, I said this last year. If it wasn't for Siakam, dead ass, I believe he would have won the most improved player last year.
Yeah.
When you think about the jumps he made from the previous year, bro, last year he improved on every major statistical category, including shooting. And somehow this year, after winning the MVP, averaging 27 and 12 or whatever it was,
He's
averaging 30 and 14.
Yeah, he's making his MVP season look like
the average.
yeah.
Which is...
So that I personally also think that, and I'm glad you agreed, that the reason why the Bucks look better, even though they got worse, is because he got so much better.
No, I 100%
that
agree.
it's just making everything easier for everybody. Like, they don't have that pressure to score every time.
No.
But now, here's my other thing, though. Do you think the Bucks is do you think they're contenders or pretenders?
It all depends what Boston and Philly do, bro. I still feel like Philly is the most...
Now, I'm talking about like NBA, not just conference.
I think healthy roster, I feel like whoever comes out the West wins.
Okay. Now, this is my argument against the Bucks to being contenders, right? You look at all the other contenders.
Yeah.
Right? You look at the Lakers. Outside of LeBron, who scares you on the team?
AD, bro.
Right.
Can we bring that up?
Right.
Since he just had a 50-point game.
AD, Dwight Howard, McGee, Kuzma. They have players, even though they might not beat LeBron and AD, but they have players who can, like, holy shit, like, that's a complete team, right?
Can we seriously talk about that? LeBron scored 32 points and had 13 assists in 28 minutes. Let that shit sink in for a second. Wow, AD puts up 50.
Yeah. Like, how do you stop that?
And, bro, not the game he put up 50, but the previous game, I saw one of the best uses of the spin move. He split 2 defenders and then dunked on a completely different center. In a matter of 2 seconds, this is AD, not a point guard, not a small forward, not a shooting guard. He split 2 defenders with a spin move, did not travel, and yammed on somebody.
Right. Okay. So now
Continue.
Right. So if you stop LeBron, AD goes off. If you stop AD, LeBron goes off. And if you stop both of them, good luck. Maybe you can stop the Lakers, right? But those are 2 guys that you have to stop that are just like on a ridiculous. They're like, remember back then the arguments like you stop Steph Curry, are you gonna stop Steph and
Clay?
Good luck, right? In a 7-game series, right?
Yeah.
Maybe in a single night, but can you do them consistently in a series?
Which, by the way, Clay's proven this year how important he truly was.
Yeah.
Yo, can I say this, bro? You remember that one episode we said who's the MVP of the Houston Rockets when they had Chris Paul? Is it James Harden or is it Chris Paul?
Oh, it's Chris Paul.
With this season now, bro, who's the MVP of the Golden State Warriors? I'm gonna say Clay.
Yeah.
I had hints of that from the finals because, bro, Clay, unlike Curry, is clutch. And he plays D.
No, hold on. Okay, D, yes.
In
Clay's one of the
postseason,
best perimeter defenders.
I'm not talking about regular season stats. In postseason, Curry is just not clutch.
Okay, but you're including defense in the clutchness?
No, I'm just saying offensively clutch.
Oh, I would say Curry's still more offensively clutch. But
Then Clay?
I think defense plays into being clutch because sometimes a clutch play is not just the clutch made basket.
Okay, I'm not disagreeing with that, but strictly, what's clutch to you? Clutch for me is you hit a shot with the shot clock running down. Clutch to me is in the final.
Games on the line.
Yes, I'm picking Clay over Curry every day of the year. I'm not saying Clay is a better shooter, which when he's streaky, he is the better shooter.
I would only say that because in my mind, I'm including defense as being clutch, and he's a better defender. But I think if you're talking about like who'd you trust more to get you're down 3, last possession.
You would really pick Curry, bro.
I would pick Curry.
Now I'm starting to think you never watched any of the finals.
No, I definitely did. But it's just, but the finals is a small sample size.
But bro, even the postseason, bro, they played 5 finals. What are we talking about right now? Curry is the better shooter. He's the better scorer. He's the more consistent shooter and scorer.
But that's why you would if you need a 3-pointer or a 2-pointer.
Oh really? Okay. So, fuck. Okay, so who would you rather have to shoot the last shot, Kobe or LeBron? And it's not a dunk. It's not going to the line.
It's a shot.
It's a shot. LeBron's more efficient.
I give it to LeBron.
Are you kidding? Okay, we're just gonna move on because obviously
right.
you don't understand this concept.
All right, maybe I'm not. But okay, let me go on to what I was saying about the Bucks, right? Because we're talking about the Bucks.
Yeah.
So you shut down LeBron, you get AD. You shut down AD, you get LeBron. You go to the Clippers. You shoot down Kawhi,
Paul
you got
George.
Paul George. Or you shoot down Paul George, you got Kawhi. And both of those guys are elite level players.
Lou Williams, he's the most clutch of them all.
Okay, right. So you've got 3 people who any given night can give you a lot of points consistently, right? They're consistently elite level players.
Yeah.
Right? You look at the East, you got basically 1 through 5 on the Sixers. Good luck stopping 3 of them, let alone 5 of them.
Al Horford is low-key clutch in all aspects.
Yes. In a 7-game series, right? We're talking about playoffs now, right?
Yeah.
Good luck. You look at Boston. They might not be on a...
take that back. Kawhi proved with the Raptors that you could beat the Sixers with a one-man show.
Yeah. The Raptors were not a one-man show, though. Look at the Raptors this year. It's the same
I know,
team.
but I'm talking about bro, Nurse is an incredible coach.
Yeah. The Raptors were just a deep team. That's all I'll say about the Raptors. Because I don't want to discredit the Raptors as saying,
But I'm saying
they were all Kawhi.
From their best man to their worst man, like their best man to the second best.
Oh, it's a huge discrepancy,
Yes.
right? So this is the point I want to make about the Bucks, right? So now even the Celtics, to a lesser degree, you got Kemba Walker, Gordon Hayward, and the Jays, right?
Yeah.
Good luck stopping 1, 2, let alone 4 of them in a 7-game series. They got options.
Scoring options,
Right.
not necessarily shooting options.
Right. Scoring options. But now you look at the Bucks.
But bro,
And it's like the Raptors last year. Their best player is so much better than their second best player. And my question is, in a 7-game series, can their second best player step up to the degree that everybody else's second best player can step up to, like the AD and the LeBron, the Kawhi and the Paul George?
true, because Siakam had some big games. But
Right.
My to go back a little further, LeBron James in 07, he had nobody.
But
And
LeBron James is like a freak.
I know, but bro, like, see, I think we're not appreciating what the Greek Freak is doing, but when we look back, we're going to say these are those years. Bro, this dude is averaging 30, 14, and 7.
Right, but okay, I'm glad you brought that up about LeBron. But what was the difference between LeBron's being the one-man show on his teams and Giannis being the one-man show on his teams?
I would say Giannis has a better coach.
No, I'll give you a better one.
Mike,
No, I'm not saying no.
Oh,
I'm saying I'll
okay.
give you a better one.
Okay.
LeBron won all the series
Yeah, but he ended up getting swept by the Spurs.
in the finals, though. But he
Yeah.
made the finals.
Yeah, I'm
in
saying
the
the
weak
Greek.
Eastern Conference. Now, the difference between LeBron in the East with being the one-man show and Giannis being a one-man show in the East is LeBron got out of the East every time. Giannis has not yet proven that. So until he proves that, LeBron will always be a tier above, in my opinion, which
Okay.
means the Bucks are a beatable team, unlike LeBron being a one-man show in Cleveland, Miami, wherever you put him.
He wasn't a one-man show in Miami.
No, I'm just saying, like, I don't know, bad example. I'm saying in general.
But honestly, bro, besides the Sixers, what team scares you for beating the Bucks? No team scares me. Because, bro, at the end of the day, as long as the other people are doing their job, who the fuck is stopping him? Who on the Celtics?
But
Who the fuck on the
that-
Celtics?
I've been saying it this year that I don't think you necessarily have to stop Giannis.
Bro,
You don't.
they've won 4 straight games with 20 plus points. They're just
the-
dominating
in the
boys.
regular season. In the
I know.
playoffs, I think if you let Giannis go off for 50 points and you stop everybody else, is that sustainable over a 7-game series?
LeBron James proved that over multiple postseasons, yes.
LeBron James.
And Giannis at his prime might be better.
But he has not proven it. Unlike LeBron.
Okay, bro.
And that's my only argument. The LeBron did it, and he shows it can be done. But I don't have faith in Giannis and the Bucks yet. Because every year we have this discussion.
But he's only 25, bro.
But that's no, besides the point. But the last 3 years, the Bucks were supposed to be the team in the East.
no, it was more so just last year.
And the year before that, they
They
were
were the
supposed
8th
to be,
seed.
But they because they underachieved, because they've been underachieving.
Because of
as
their
a-
coach.
The point is, the Bucks, to me, have not proven anything yet.
I respect that. But instead
Because-
of taking your history stance, I'm going to take the objective and say I'm putting money on them.
Okay, remember I brought this up to you the other day over Facebook. Remember the Hawks 60-win season?
Rhinos and Aliens.
Swept
Okay. Counter.
twice.
Okay. Who was their best player on those teams?
Doesn't matter.
Al Horford.
No.
On those Hawk teams, it was Al fucking Horford.
No, they had another dude. It was a light-skinned dude. No, it was Nope. It was maybe not their best player, but he was a good player. He plays for
Not Joe Johnson.
no, the point guard, Jeff Teague. He was on that team.
He was not their best player.
He was a good player on that team.
Al Horford was their best player.
Okay, the point is...
My point is, you
regular
can't use
season
them
success.
but see, that argument completely falls down because the Hawks overachieved because of a system. They're basically what OKC is right now. OKC is thriving because of a system. Or think
Would
about
you
it,
say
Celtics.
LeBron-
Celtics a couple years back when they had when their two stars got injured. They got the number one seed because of the system. But we saw what happened when they went toe-to-toe with a big, bad LeBron James. What the fuck happened?
Is LeBron James a better shooter than Giannis?
Comparing now to now, yes. But at their age, 25s, hell no. The only thing LeBron was better than Giannis was free throw shooting. And that's declined now.
Okay, but that has to play into the argument of can Giannis alone carry the team, because LeBron might have been a one-man wrecking show, but he can shoot if you
But
clog
not at
the
that
paint.
point. Yo, in 2007 when he went to the finals.
No.
For the
In the last couple of years when he was, other than his first stint with Cleveland, his second year around when everybody was injured.
Yes, he
and
could shoot.
Right? So he was a one-man show, and you can't say we're going to clog the paint and we render him useless like you can do for Giannis. Maybe not this year, or at least not so far. If you clog the paint, Giannis is useless.
Okay, so
Agreed?
this year so far,
No. Yeah. So far, no. But
I
in
think
general,
I would slightly disagree.
this year, so far, 20 games in, dominating, right? In general, Giannis so far in his career,
Yes.
if you clog the paint,
But bro, LeBron James was the same way, and then that 1 year in Miami, he started shooting lights out from three.
but we're talking about LeBron in second time Cleveland and on.
But his
You can know there's no longer the argument where like, hey, if you stop the paint, if you stop him in the paint, you can stop LeBron James.
But
you can't. Because
Giannis
he can get to the paint or he can shoot very comfortably.
But he's now proving he could do that too.
But not on a big enough sample size, I would say.
That's why he has another 60 games plus the playoff games to improve on the shooting.
Right, but we're talking about right now. Right now, with the sample size we have,
I'm going to be optimistic for once.
bro, I'm just not sold on the Bucks. I'm sold on
You
Giannis.
weren't even sold on your own Miami Heat team, and look how they're proving you wrong.
But like the Bucks, I don't think Miami's can make it out of the
Okay.
East as currently constructed.
To be fair, bro, preseason before I came in, I had the Bucks won anyways. So my expectations for the Bucks were higher than yours.
One, like first seed.
Yes, before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
Yours wasn't.
No, it was the Sixers, but it was like the Sixers or the Bucks, but pretty much interchangeably. Even if it wasn't, it is, right? Like those are the best two teams in the East, and it by at least on paper, because so far the Sixers have been very underachieving, very underwhelming.
Bro, it's bad.
Right. So, but like just on paper at the beginning of the season, those two should have been the only teams that stand out to you as like those are the favorites. And I didn't, even then, I always thought it was the 76ers. I don't think the Bucks, even though the 76ers also haven't proven it, I think the 76ers have more weapons than the Bucks
Okay.
in terms of like just what we were talking about earlier. You stop LeBron, can you stop AD? You stop AD, can you stop LeBron? PG, Kawhi.
But we're talking postseason, right? Who do
Yeah.
you trust more? Embiid, Ben Simmons, the dude from the Clippers that got traded,
Tobias Harris. He's good.
or Giannis?
As a team,
No. I'm saying which player do you trust the most of those four?
Giannis.
So,
But which one of those is on a team where they're the only option? I trust the 76ers more.
But bro, how are the Raptors any more different than the Bucks from that perspective?
They're not.
And they just proved that you could beat Philly.
But they proved it.
But okay, to use your own shit, did you have any faith in the Raptors last year?
Not at all.
Until they proved it.
Until they proved it.
Okay, so you're just being pessimistic. I'm being optimistic. I think this is the Bucks year.
No, but I'm not, and it's not even like I am being pessimistic because I just want to be realistic about expectations because I didn't think the Raptors had it in them until they proved that they had it in them.
But the Bucks are
Even though
championship or bust.
every year, that's what the Raptors were: championship or bust. Even though no one had them winning the championship,
Yeah.
it was like finals and compete for championship or
Yeah.
bust, right?
Yeah.
And nobody thought they can do it, including last year when they had Kawhi,
Which, by the way, they shouldn't, but whatever.
and they did it. So now, I'm not backtracking or changing up my story because it was the same thing. I didn't think the Raptors could do it until they did it. I don't
Okay.
think the Bucks can do it until they do it.
Okay, respect.
Right? That's fair. Prove it.
Okay, so how you feel about Denver, bro? Because they've been
underachieving the last few games.
they still technically have the second best record in the West, right?
No, they fell to like fourth.
Oh, because
They have like 7 losses now. They're piling up. Yeah, they're fifth.
oh
14
shit.
and 7, 5.5 games. So it's close.
Well, just to put this in perspective, just 2 games ago they were second,
Yeah.
but they've had back-to-back losses.
Yeah, Dallas. Look at Dallas is third.
That's not going
16 and 7.
But this is-
no, Dallas has been playing good. I think Dallas can sustain that.
third.
No, not third, but
Oh,
top
okay.
5. Top 5. I didn't know if Dallas was a playoff team in the West at the beginning of the season.
Wait. First off, let's start with the Nuggets because I have something about them, and then
Uh-huh.
we'll go to Dallas and
Okay.
finish with them.
All right.
Yeah, we're. By the way, LeBron James is the first player ever to have a triple-double against every team.
That's fucking crazy. I remember I saw that a couple days ago.
That's wild, right?
That's wild as shit. Are you kidding me? No, it's a long career.
Yeah, but 99% of players don't even have 30 triple-doubles, period.
Yeah.
And he has one against
Yeah.
every single team.
Yeah.
And I know it's only possible if you leave a team, because if you stay with the same team, even if you can only do 29 max.
It's a good point. But most players don't stay with the same team.
Exactly.
But to that, it's LeBron James. So can LeBron, like, if you told me LeBron James can put up 30 triple doubles in his career, absolutely. Now you just have to imagine that he does that against different teams. So I thought it was plausible, but I never thought about it.
Yeah.
First of all, I didn't even know that nobody had done that before. I would have assumed somebody would have done that.
Westbrook still hasn't done it.
That's crazy, and he averaged a triple double.
Yeah. Well, this is his first season out of OKC.
Yo, and it's his. I'm so glad he didn't end up in Miami. I just want to say, can I just say that out there, bro? Put that out there real quick.
Can we just say some players just aren't?
He is having a career low in points.
Oh, it's that bad.
No,
I know,
not in points.
I know
not
it
in
was
points,
shooting.
in shooting,
Yeah.
but across every category.
Even free throws. Yo, what the fuck
You wanna
happened?
know what's crazy?
He used to be an 80+% shooter from the line. In
You
the
know
past
what's crazy? Out of every NBA player, 2 or 3, he is dead motherfucking last in field goal percentage.
So 2 guard in and small forward? Or you mean point
Let
guard
me
and shooting
clarify.
guard?
I don't know. The stat that I read was that in the NBA, and I'm sure there's probably a requirement to a certain amount of
Yes,
field goals. that you
certain
have to
amount of
take.
attempts.
Yeah, but he out of the people who qualify, dead last in percentage.
Well, I read some crazy stat. He's only the 3rd player or 4th player ever to have back-to-back games where he took over 25 shots and scored less than 20 points.
That's great. Last year he was dead last in players who qualify in 3-point percentage, and this year that has gone down. He's having career lows in every statistic.
Well, you know what's so weird about that? You're normally supposed to improve as a shooter over your career. And, yo, bro, think about this. He used to be an 82, 84% shooter from the line. The past 2 seasons has been below 70%. It's like 60-something.
The only thing that I think that he's improved or that he's made the Rockets a better team in is
fast break.
I was just gonna say what you told me. They were like almost dead last in the league last year in fast break points.
I believe they were dead last. They were 29th or 30th.
Because of Harden, right? Harden hogs the ball for 20 seconds of the possession.
But that's why they're so good, because they're basically using Westbrook as a 6-man, even though he's still technically starting. The moment Harden goes out, D'Antoni goes back to his original system.
He needs to stop shooting.
I know, bro.
He's so good at getting to the line.
But
why not just have him like?
But that's the problem. He's not making his shots from the line now. That's the problem.
But I wonder if it's because he's not getting to the line enough. Like how often is he getting to the line now?
I don't know, but I heard that the NBA last year changed. You only have 10 seconds now, and his routine was 15. And supposedly
10 seconds to do what?
To shoot your free throw line. I mean, shoot your
free throw.
Yeah, you only have 10 seconds now.
What was his routine before?
It was 15 or 16
seconds.
Yeah,
before a shot.
Yeah, it took him 15 to 16 seconds to do his routine. Now, if you don't do it in 10,
even from the first to the second, it was another 15
everyone,
seconds?
Yes.
Why do you need 15 seconds?
It's a routine, though, bro.
What's the routine? What is he saying? A prayer?
That's not the point. The point is, for whatever reason, that routine was so valuable, it completely reduced his shooting by 20 percentage points.
Adjust. What are you doing taking 15 seconds to shoot a free throw?
Okay, my defense, look at LeBron James, bro. He's fucking terrible from the line now.
He doesn't even need to shoot free throws, though. He's doing everything else so efficiently.
I know, but
with Westbrook, if you're not shooting efficiently, then you gotta at least hit the free throws. You can't just be bad all around.
But that's the point. Everything is tanking.
Yeah.
People believe that the reason why his three-point shot and his overall shot has completely nosedived is because of his shots from the line. Because think about it. If you can't shoot a fucking free throw, how you going to shoot a three-point shot?
Yeah.
Because also think about this, bro. The best three-point shooters tear it up at the line.
Yeah. That's something that always bothered me with players that not necessarily 3-point, but they were just so good at scoring. Like they can hit that hand in your face, like some Kobe shots, you know.
But they're terrible.
And then just terrible free throw shooters. It was like, how?
Well, that's why I respect Kobe and MJ so much, bro. 85 plus.
That's crazy. No, it's crazy that the ones who can't do that, who can hit it so consistently and just fucking make it look so easy.
Yeah.
Being single coverage, double team, triple team, whatever the fuck. But you get to the free throw line and just like, oh.
Yeah. Is there anything else you want to say about... Because I was going to talk about Denver, but you came to the Rockets. You want to say anything else about Westbrook?
I'm glad he's not on the Heat.
I think this season has proven a lot of things about point guards.
Yeah. So what do you want to talk about Denver?
Bro, did you hear people talk about how the Joker was going to be MVP?
Oh, my God. He's having, like, career lows as well.
Bro, he's having career lows in free throw attempts. Whoa, not career lows, but at least significantly down from last season.
This is his worst season since his rookie season.
Yeah, in free throw attempts, points per game, field goal percentage, 3-point field goal percentage, etc. And his rebounds and especially assists are significantly down from last year. Bro, this is the crazy part.
You think any of it has to do with him not being in shape? Because he's so out of shape this year.
But how do you do that, bro? You're getting paid. See, this is the shit that always pissed me off about athletes. You're getting paid millions, if not tens of millions a year to be in fucking shape.
Bro, if he would have came to the Heat, he would flourish in that Heat system. Because they literally check you for body fat every 2 weeks.
But bro, he lives in Denver.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but it's. I think that's you gotta.
But bro, it's you burn more fat in Denver.
I think that's more of a knock on the team than him. I mean, I'm not saying it's none of it is his fault. But how, as a team, do you not get on top of that? You're paying this guy to be your main guy and giving him all this money. And you don't even hold him to the required, like...
Bro, the last 5 games, this dude is averaging less than 10 points per game and less than 40% shooting.
The team has to do something.
But the team is still technically doing... Like, besides these past 2 losses against the Lakers and then who else? But it was somebody else. They lost back-to-back games badly. Celtics. Lakers and Celtics.
I think they also lost against Brooklyn.
Wow. Okay, that's bad.
Didn't they? I swear they did.
The point is, bro, the team is still doing good. It's him. Like, he is literally the factor that's holding them back from a 5th seed now and being a number 2 seed.
That's bad. It wasn't Brooklyn.
I know it was the Lakers and Celtics.
Remember when LeBron was on the Heat?
Yeah.
Would you say LeBron was in shape?
I think LeBron got in his best shape in Cleveland.
That was after Miami, though. Like, when he went to Miami, he thought he was in good shape.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Pat Riley made him get in better shape, even though he didn't want to, because he said, I'm fine. And Pat Riley would keep stressing, imagine if you were down 15 pounds. What you could do with your ability, 15 pounds lighter.
And he's been 15 pounds lighter ever since.
Right. Now imagine if the right system took Jokic and said, imagine what you could do 20 pounds lighter.
Bro, but people forget this. Last year, he might have been in shape or not fat, but he had no muscle, bro.
No, that's what I'm saying. He's never been. He looks like such an average-looking motherfucking tall dude.
Bro, if he, better yet, if he put in the Greek Freak workout routine, can you imagine?
That's what I'm saying. Like, how dominant. He's been so dominant looking average. Can you imagine just, not even, you don't have to look like the Greek Freak. Just a little, like 20 pounds lighter.
But some body types just aren't like that. But if he put in the same effort as the Greek Freak,
20
he would be a
pounds
top
lighter.
5 player, bro. Like that might sound like hyperbole. He would legit be a top 5 player.
20 pounds lighter. The shit that he would be able to do.
Damn. Okay, so let's finish out with Dallas because, by the way, this goes with the whole Raptors and those type of teams. If you seen this coming, I'm calling bull fucking shit.
Yeah.
By the way, they beat the Lakers in LA to stop the Lakers, if I believe it was 10-game winning streak.
They almost beat them the first time in Dallas as well.
Yes.
Yeah. No, they're legit.
And it's all because people don't realize this. Porzingis is completely underachieving this year.
Oh, yeah. Every time I look at his box score, and I don't want to sound like one of those guys that only watches the box score, but the box score matters.
Well, compared to, but even if you take away that, defensively, he isn't still playing up until his elite standard.
Yeah.
Which I believe is the knee. But think about how great it is that you have a player where you have time to recover, bro.
Yeah.
He is down. Bro, do we need to get into some of these stats?
Go ahead. Break them down.
Okay, well, you remember that one game? He had one game where he scored 22, had 5 rebounds, 5 assists in the first quarter. How many players would be happy with that stat line for an entire game?
Yeah, no
He
kidding.
had that in the first quarter. By the way, that same game against the Warriors, he outscored, out-rebounded, and out-assisted the entire Warriors team.
In less than 26 minutes?
No, in that first quarter.
Wow.
That first quarter where he put up the 22, 5, and 5, I believe the Warriors only had 19, 4, and 4. Yes, one player did all that. And then
Wow.
in that same game, he posted 35, 10, 11 in less than 26 minutes, which, by the way, is the fastest or the shortest amount of time for a 30-plus point triple-double. He owns that NBA record.
That's insane.
This dude is just balling out of this world.
And he's 20 years old.
Yeah. Yeah, the quickest 30-point triple-double ever. He averaged a 30-point triple-double over 15 games, which tied Michael Jordan for the 4th longest. He averaged a triple-double for the month of November, which, by the way, he's only the 3rd player in NBA history to average a triple-double for an entire month where it's more than 2 games. Because technically October, people can average a triple-double. So a full month.
Oscar averaged a triple-double for 454 games?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Oscar Robertson holds the record for most games consecutively. That's not a typo. So if you're doing the math, that is over 5, nearly 6 full seasons. I mean, yeah, over 5, nearly 6 full seasons.
He's only the 2nd player to put up a 40-point triple-double?
He is only at that age. At the age of below 21.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I'm like,
Yeah,
that
no.
seems
No,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Guess who the first player is?
LeBron?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
There's a reason why there's all these comparisons between him.
Yeah. I like that 3-point, that step-back 3-point that he hit in his face.
Yo!
And he says, he like that's one of his idols.
Yeah, he's a big fan of LeBron.
That's got to be a cool moment.
Dude. Oh, by the way, he also broke another NBA record. He, with the game last night, it was his 19th straight game of 20-plus points, 5-plus rebounds, 5-plus assists. He broke the NBA record of Michael Jordan's 18 straight.
At 20 years old.
Yes.
That's crazy.
He's not even 21, bro, and he's doing all this shit, bro.
That's crazy.
Like, even with this inflated NBA we live in...
Yeah, you can't even discredit that.
And, bro, like we were saying off camera, even though he's getting all these assists and rebounds, he's not forcing it. Like, when he gets the rebounds, the ball is just coming to him. And then when he's getting the assist, it's in the motion of the game like LeBron James assist, not Westbrook assist.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll just close on that. I feel like rebounds in the NBA this year specifically.
Well, all stats the three main stats of points, rebounds, and assists can be inflated.
Yeah. I think more specifically the rebounds, though, because, like, if you look at a lot of the rebounds, especially the non-centers are very, like, they're just wide open. Like, you just happen to be there and no one closed out, and it's just you and nobody else.
But I think that's... See, I don't mind those rebounds. I mind the rebounds like Westbrook, where his center will be there, and then he just lets Westbrook...
Yeah. No, for sure. They're not, like you said, they're not forced rebounds. You're not taking them away from your team. You're not stopping your center from doing his job. But at the same time, you're Luka. You're one of the smallest guys on the court. And
Bro,
the ball's
no,
just
he's
coming.
not.
No, but one of?
He's like 6'9".
Is he really?
He's over 6'7", bro.
Holy, he does not look that tall.
Bro, because he doesn't look that fast, but he blows by people.
But on his team, no?
Bro, he's a point guard that's 6'7", 6'8". He's only
real quick.
He's only an inch shorter than LeBron, bro.
Ben Simmons is a career 100% 3-point shooter? No, he's attempted some before, right?
He might be 2 for 2.
And this year he's 2 for 2.
He never attempted one last year. If I'm correct, he never attempted a single 3-point shot
that wasn't
in regulation.
A full court heave. They should not count.
He never attempted those.
No, he has, but those should not count.
Bro, just because you attempted, if the buzzer goes off first before release.
No, before the buzzer beat it. But those heaves should be a separate category from.
Yes, bro. People don't realize this. Curry's 3-point shooting would be much higher, but he basically takes a heave every game.
That's what I'm saying. So that should be a separate category because you know why? And I'll say that only just for this reason. Teams wouldn't be shy to shoot them at the half.
Well, that's why a lot of players don't shoot them.
That's what I'm saying. Because they don't want to fuck up their percentage.
Yeah.
Make that a separate category.
That's actually
so that
great.
Teams aren't discouraged from taking that shot because in the right moment, that's a terrible shot. If it's like in the middle of a possession, 4 minutes left in the quarter. But if you're down 2 going into the half or up 2 going into the half, that is a great shot because that's the only shot you have.
But they shouldn't even count it as a field goal percentage. They should just say
heave.
Yeah, and if you made it, you won like a rebound.
Yeah, add it as a field goal. But if you don't make it,
yeah, it doesn't count. Like it's
like
not on the
like a free throw, like a field goal attempt where you get fouled, and if you don't make it, they don't count it as a field goal. But if you make it, they count it as points.
Yeah,
that's what they should do. And then teams won't be discouraged.
No, because bro, Curry's 3-point shooting for his career would legit be an entire 1.5, 2 points higher.
And he's not afraid to shoot it. But basically everyone else in the NBA will not shoot it.
That's why his 3-point shot is diluted in terms of stats.
Yeah,
that's why I hate when they use the field goal percentage. Because bro, Curry be taking shots that besides Trae Young, other players don't attempt, and maybe Damian Lillard.
Yo, Hawks really got off to a shitty. Like they got off to such a hot start. And then they lost 1 of 14, or they won 1 of 14. Yeah, but then they won like the last 2 or like 2 out of 3.
But they still have a bad record.
Oh, they're terrible.
But Trae Young is balling.
We faced them on Tuesday.
Bro, he's been putting up 39.
But he never not balling. That's the thing with him.
Well, the first half of his rookie year was bad.
Okay, rookie year, but I'm saying at least since that.
No,
since
this
then,
year,
and even this year, every time he plays, it's like 30+ points.
Well, no, it's like, but he's doing like 28, 26, 7, 39.
It's a lot.
No, it's impressive.
And he's still losing though, but right? It's like Kyrie.
But I think Trae Young is more so a Steph Curry. If you put him in the system, like for example,
if you give him the help, if he's not the only one who can do that, then yeah, absolutely.
No, but I feel like switch Trae Young with Steph Curry, the Warriors would be the same.
Yes.
Because they're the same body type, too.
They're the same players. They take the same shots.
And the same body type.
Same skill level.
They can't play defense.
Yeah.
It's not that they don't.
They can't.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Francis Madrala, and to my right we have
Sebastian Z.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of After Morning. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Before Dark.
And everything in between.
And that's it.
LOPH.
Yeah. Lapa. I just tried to say pronounce it.
Cadoodle.
L-O-P-H?
LOPH.
Lp.
If you want to subscribe, just hit this bad boy up here, that big fat rhino. If you want the newest video, to the right. If you want the recommended, to the left. And then, of course, our personal dick pic. Yep, right below. So thank you for joining us once again, and we hope to see you next week. So peace out.
Peace.